but sing along.
You need to know that I'm a rider. Tonight we gonna set the streets on fire. All I need is a gas and
What is up, everybody? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. And since we're all patiently waiting for the info dump coming next week for Fallout 76, in the meantime, why don't we catch up on some Battlefield 5 news? It's Friday, so another Dev Talk is out. This is the third one in the series, going over progression, weapon customization, and more. So let's get right into it. Weapon progression has been updated to make it easier to understand how much upgrade is affecting the weapon by saying how much faster the rate of fire will be and so on, which is a awesome change because in the beta it basically didn't say anything, so it was really hard to understand how much how much the percentage of the rate of fire was increasing with the upgrade that you were buying. So I'm glad that they're clarifying that up a lot more. They are changing the weapon progression so that you can respec your gun to a different version on that tree instead of having to buy 3 or 4 of the same gun and then re-upgrading that gun multiple times to have it go down different trees, which is a fantastic change because I don't know why they thought that was a good idea to begin with, was to buy multiple of the same gun. They were basically trying to bring back the whole thing from Battlefield 1 where it was the same gun but different variations of it, which was a terrible design then. And I'm glad that they're switching it back to where you can have more flexibility with your gun and that you can change it on the fly yourself, respecking your gun instead of having to have multiple versions of the same gun. Now, this statement wasn't on the Dev Talk itself. It was actually answered on Twitter from Levelcap. He's another big YouTuber. He does a lot of Battlefield content, and he was actually the one that asked them on Twitter about this question, and that's where I'm getting this from. Now, with the second part of Levelcap's question on Twitter, they reveal that at level 9 of a weapon, you will unlock the mastery assignment for that weapon, and by completing that assignment, you will unlock different cosmetic items for that weapon. So, mastering a gun will now give you more than just a dog tag that you care about or you don't. Most of the time, I didn't really care for just a dog tag, but now getting more cosmetic items for completing the mastery, now that could be awesome. I'm hoping that the mastery of weapons, the cosmetics that they give you, are actually cool looking. I pray that they are. The devs talk about adding another class of weapon, which could mean a universal class for guns that any character class can use, like DMRs were in Battlefield 4, which is what I'm hoping is the case because being a medic and only being able to use the SMGs kind of sucks. And I know they did it to balance the medic class, but it would be nice to be able to use some other gun besides just SMGs. They changed the reflex sight to be less tinted, thank the Lord, because that scope was so bad in the beta to where when you look down it, it was basically wearing sunglasses trying to look down a scope, and I just couldn't use it. I don't know if you guys could use it. Let me know down in the comments down below. But for me, I couldn't use that sight at all. And now that it's less tinted, it looks like it's going to be way more viable. And the yellow sight in the middle is a lot brighter. So it should be more efficient to be able to use that now. The headshot multiplier is going back to 2.0 instead of 2.5, just like it was in past Battlefield games, which is great news in my opinion. The STG is getting nerfed at close range to make SMGs perform better, which is good because the STG was overpowered at like every range. Like you could use the STG at any range and you would more like 9 times out of 10 outperform every other gun. The starting weapons for each class are going to be pre-configured now to make it easier for new players to compete with people that have been playing longer, which is a good way to balance the issue of new players just getting stomped by players that have mastered a gun or have upgraded their guns down the weapon tree a lot more. It'll give the new players an actual chance to be able to compete with those players, which is a good change in my opinion. I'm glad to see that. They show off vehicle suspension for stationary vehicles, so if you shoot the tires of a vehicle, it will actually go lower to the ground, which could be useful to get better cover. So it's actually a strategic thing that you can do to help yourself get better cover by shooting the tires of a car that you're standing right next to. They show off gameplay of the MG42, which is one out of the two medium LMGs coming to the game at launch. By the look of the thing, it looks like it's just going to shred everything. It can shoot through sandbags, and if you shoot at it long enough, it will actually destroy the sandbags themselves, which is pretty cool in my opinion. The only downside is that it does have a overheat mechanic to where if you shoot for too long consistently, it will actually overheat the gun itself and will make you have to do an animation reload for it. And with that being said, that is everything that I found in the dev talk that was worth talking about. So let me know, guys, down below what you guys thought about this recent dev talk. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more content on Battlefield 5, hit that bell to never miss another video, and until next time guys, peace.